Shelby's time, breaking down the stories every view will unwind. From left to right, we'll see the light. It's balance, we're chasing, no fighters fight. Curtis Shelby, talking it straight. Let's hear both sides, let's communicate. Politics and reason, let's find the truth. Curtis Shelby's here to bridge it for you. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtis Shelby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay on while it's diving deep with Curtis Shelby. The combo's unique. The combo's unique. Fades out with the cheerful whistle and guitar riff. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtis Selby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, it's diving deep with Curtis Selby. The convo's unique. Curtis Selby, talking it straight. Let's hear both sides, let's communicate. Politics and reason, let's find the truth. Curtis Selby's here to bridge it for you. Debates, insights, it's all on the screen. Curtis Selby, keeping it keen. Hit subscribe, stay a while, it's diving deep with Curtis Selby. The combo's unique. The combo's unique. The combo's unique.
Hail and well met. Still not feeling the best, as you can probably tell from the fact that I'm just kind of all over the place. Please let me know if things are working, at least when it comes to sound on Rumble. I doubt that they'll work visually, but that's okay. All is well. Sorry. Let me say hello to everybody in the chat. His name is John Ponterero. He makes music and shares music, and his name is John Ponterero. He is recommending that I grow my hair out. I don't have any hair. But if I could, I would grow some hair. And while I don't know about nerdrotic glasses, I would love to get some John Lennon glasses. If I had hair, I would show myself on the camera. Well, that, and if I could get the darn camera to actually mount up on something at a good angle. Anyway, I would show myself on camera with John Lennon glasses. Imagine there's no blogger. It's easy if YouTube can. I'd move to a big city. He's John Ponterero is just goofing. Netter says being goofy is acceptable in the chat, and hell to the yes it is. Pretty much all are welcome. And anyone who's welcome is welcome to be goofy. Hello, Resla Germ. I hope we are still on for the 26th. Let me know if I'm wrong, because, you know, I'm prone to that wrong stuff. Spock! Accounting sheep, you know I can't be talking to you. Oh, I just let the cat out of the bag, didn't I? Howdy to thee, accounting sheep. I hope thou art well, and that things are going spiffy. All right, John Ponterero says so far he's seeing my avatar and no sound. Let me see if I can get that figured out. Let's see, but I will not take long on it. I will probably just close it out if I can't get it to work. Rumble is a little... I love Rumble in that you can actually earn a little bit, and they are free speech, but they are not the most user-friendly. I guess I should call it the green machine. I don't want to threaten. I don't want YouTube to feel threatened or to feel like any of my material is dangerous, if you know what I mean. Rumble, 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 bum, bum. All right, so let's go back to Rumble Studio where nothing's going on yet. It says stream not found. Maybe I should just go to rumble.com. See what's going on. All right, so I have create new live stream. I have Rumble Studio. I'm thinking Lincoln. Use this template. Okay, this actually should be working, I think. When do I want to go live? I want to go live right now. Right the heck now. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to sign this stuff. I have promised to give my immortal soul, etc., etc. Okay. Let me know if it's working now. Probably not. Actually, almost certainly not. But I'm not going to stress about it. I'm going to end the music because it's like hurting my head because I have a headache. And that's about all that's left of my sickness. Likely I will pay for it, and that's okay. That's okay. Fist of the North Star. Yes. So you may have heard it here first. I'm going to be on with Rizzlet Germ on April the 26th, and we're going to watch. Hopefully we have it straight. The Fist of the North Star, the TV series. I hope. Rizzlet Germ, I need to really talk to you one of these days about how you work Rumble, because I just don't get it right. There's somebody waiting on the stream. Why is the stream not going? It doesn't like me. That's why. Yeah, I thought I'd created a new stream, and at least on my end, it looks like one is running, but evidently it is not. So anyway, long and short is I'm no good with Rumble. I'm not going to close it down just yet. Maybe I'll figure it out. But yes, I just wanted to share the bad news. Rumble, or YouTube, I mean, does not want to monetize me for the same reasons. So I'm not going to close this channel. I'm going to continue to try to edit it, but I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to try to dig out my YouTube for Idiots book and see what I can get done. John Potter is going to get out of Rumble, check it out in a bit. That's all well and good. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But blah, 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 and blah. I wanted to share some other things. On the note of I'm probably going to pay for a comment. I don't want to call anybody out. I'm not going to call anybody out. That's not what I do. I probably should confront some people head on, but instead I'm going to take the coward's way out and let everybody know on this channel, while everyone is welcome, and while I have so far blocked nobody and don't want to block and don't intend to block anybody, I want to lay down a couple of ground rules, not just for dealing with me on my channel, but dealing for me personally. I'm very easygoing. I will let you say or do just about anything, even if it's a little bit insulting to me and my petty view. But at the end of the day, There is nobody online. There is nobody, period, who pays my bills. Last I checked, nobody had a bill of sale and did not own me. And last I checked, I was not in the military, and therefore there is nobody who outranks me in the military such that they can give me orders. I don't mean to be unpleasant, but at the end of the day, I want to make it quite plain to one and all. Again, not calling out any names. I will talk to whoever I want to talk to. I am a grown ass man who pays his own bills. My parents might at least have a theoretical right to tell me who to talk to, but they don't pay my bills either. One has dementia, and the other is quite frankly not really all there either. So, unless you can present a bill of sale or somehow get me to understand that I am in fact in the military and you outrank me, you do not ever tell me what to do. You can suggest it. You can make constructive criticisms, but I will not take kindly to any texts that begin with stop talking to X, Y, or Z. Even if you have good reason, even if there's something between the two of you and you are in the right, you leave me out of that drama. I want to make that perfectly plain. The second thing I want to make perfectly plain is, yes, I can run this channel better. I probably ought to run this channel better, but I am the one running this channel. So please make your suggestions constructive, respectful, and don't blame me when I don't take it well, when it sounds like you're trying to tell me how to run my channel. Okay. Probably whoever I'm talking to will hear this and understand it. I'm sorry that this will probably upset you. Again, not blocking anyone. Once I'm done with this talk, I have no more hard feelings. Having said that, I will block anyone who has 3 strikes as far as don't talk to so-and-so, don't talk to so-and-so, don't talk to so-and-so. That third one, I'm done with you. I don't care how good you've been. I don't care how much you contributed. You don't tell me that. I don't respond well to that. I have been sick and therefore didn't really want to deal with it. This is probably the wrong way to deal with it. This is the way I'm dealing with it. And there it is. I do not see the people in the chat that I'm talking about, so I'm not going to worry about it for a bit. However, anyone wants to interact with me in the future, if this in some way offends you, it probably means that you're the problem, not me. And so maybe do some soul searching, get some therapy, because I'm only telling you what any healthy, grown-ass man would tell you. All right. Resla Germ, who is, by the way, not anybody I'm talking to about this, is got the North Star all set up. Resla Germ, I don't know why anyone has trouble with Rumble but me. Go ahead and name names. No, I don't want to do that. And the reason I don't want to do that is because I know how some people can be. Once I name that person, oh, I never said anything like that. Or, Curtis, you're actually the one that's trying to cause division in my community. Look, I don't know if anyone's noticed. I haven't been in that community for a bit because I don't want any of the drama. I'm not here to cause division. I want, if possible, unity. But unity cannot be created by disrespect. Also, I want to quote a line from a song. I won't tell you the name of the song because then YouTube would nab me, but don't confuse my kindness for weakness. Don't do that. Maybe I'm not as strong as I think I am. Maybe you are stronger than me. Having said that, I'm not going to take kindly to it. I just won't. So, and it is okay, John, because I know you have been one of the, just probably the most contributive person to any success that I've had. So I want to give you kudos, and I hate confrontation. I don't know if any of you can tell that. I don't like showing that part of myself. I'm always worried that I've overdone it or underdone it or whatever. And I think, you know what, John? I think you're right. From now on, I am going to impose tariffs on YouTube. We're going to reciprocally tariff YouTube until they cave in and allow me to be monetized. It's just it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. We could have had the biggest channel. I tell you what, we would have had the biggest channel that's ever been. Mr. Beast wouldn't even know what a channel was. He'd be coming to us saying, hey, how did you get such a successful channel? I think that's a great idea. And okay, so I have a new stream up on Rumble, but no sound. No sound for you. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I have very little planned because I don't really know what to do with this, but I am going to say this. So I'm going to dig out my YouTube for Idiots. I'm going to start a new channel because there has been drama in other communities. And I hope I have handled it right, and I hope I've minimized it. But if I haven't, I apologize, not to the people I've just talked to, but to you as the community. I apologize if I've handled it wrong and not dealt with it in the best, correct way. But I'm going to dig out the book. I'm going to start something new-ish. I will use that other channel for the Voice of North Oklahoma. I may still do one or two on here before, because I want to keep doing it. But it'll be the other channel. That'll also probably be the channel where I share videos of Cassie, basically all the fluffy, nice stuff. And this one I'm going to use for maybe, I haven't made up my mind yet, but maybe a weekly or bi-weekly stream where I'm going to try my dangest to push the edge but not cross it, because I really do want to get this channel. I've put so much work into it, and you people have put so much into it, and God bless you. I love you for it. I would really love to monetize it, if only, I know I won't make tons, but it's just been a goal. So many of us have been wanting to try that, and I hate feeling like I failed you as much as, I don't know that I'm as cool as Netter and Troy. I don't know if I can exactly say that this channel is just for you guys, but I think it's hopefully a 50-50 or 60-40 split. In other words, I probably would at least do a little bit of streaming, even if you guys weren't here, just because I need the mental release. Just saying. And I've learned to love it. I've learned to have fun with it. Gorillas, damn it, Curtis, you started way too early. I'm sorry. I decided to do it today because I don't know. Tomorrow's going to be busy at work, and I don't know what's going to happen. I will try to do a stream tomorrow, but it's going to depend on work and, frankly, how I feel. If I feel even halfway decent and I've gotten home by, say, 6 or 6:30, I'll do a short stream tomorrow as well. Please feel free to let me know what you would like me to talk about. In fact, I will set up a poll. Here's the whole music while I. Oh, hey, listen, I have a stream going. I haven't liked my own stream. Well, start a poll. What should I talk about tomorrow if I have a stream? Subject for tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love you tomorrow. What's a topic I haven't talked about? I know. Here we go. Everyone else has, and this is why I haven't talked about it much, but what about talk about Disney, whether it's too woke or not? And what is something else I have not talked about? No, that sounds boring. I still would like to do the poetry of Rumi someday. Let's see if you guys care about that at all. Of Rumi. And yes, you know what? I should have said hello. I'm not up to 100%. I'm so sorry. Gorilla Sensor Thoughts. Hail and well met. I hope you are doing well. Poetry of Rumi. Any of you guys got any topics you'd like to hear about? And hail to the Jeff B. Hail, welcome, and well met. We've talked about tariffs. Oh, I know a topic, although I haven't done much research on it yet. But Tulsi found proof of election. All right. And then we have Mikey Susie 4 in the house. Hey, hail and well met. And God bless you, sir. I don't know if you heard any of my weird rant at the beginning. I hope. I don't know who's told what to you, but I hope that you know that you are loved, you are welcome, and that you personally never said a damn thing to ever upset me. So you are not the person. Hopefully the person doesn't show up, because I don't know if I have the balls to, actually say whether the person shows up or not. But, if they do, they do, and I'll just have to figure it out. Hey, I know. Bill Maher and what was the other person? Bill Maher and Winston Marshall had a great video come out, so I could happily talk about those folks, Bill Maher and Winston Marshall. So there it is. Another little thing I want to bring up before I get too far into whatever weird random crap I do for the rest of the stream. I have been terrible as far as providing value to my Patreon members, so I wanted to know, I have at least one in the stream. Please let me know when would be a good time for a watch party for I was going to do Lost Horizon, and also let me know if you want me to try to finish Oppenheimer. I would love to finish Oppenheimer with you guys. I'm so far behind. Bad YouTuber. Maybe I deserve not to be monetized. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. In the chat, if you want to, you can chat your worries behind. Mikey Sousa 4. We have wonderful creators here. I hope that anyone that's listening that is not in the chat, which I think is probably nobody, but please check out the works and creativity of Resolute Germ, and please check out the works and creativity of Gorilla Censored Thoughts and Mikey Sousa 4. And I think, Jeff B., that you do some stuff. I can't remember. My head hurts. Okay. So, John Pontorero saying that was a good video. Winston has a short version on his channel on the highlights from the Club Random. I think that's the one that I watched just before I streamed, because I couldn't make up my mind if I wanted to stream. And then I watched that and I was like, I know my stream will not be half as good, but dag nabbit, something needs to happen. So, anyway, any thoughts are welcome. You know, what kind of a header would you guys like? What kind of, I've got a thought for a name. I'll probably put that, if I do stream, I'll put that in the poll tomorrow. I've been thinking really hardcore about calling the next channel Storms Brewing or something like that. So let me know what you think. Mikey Susie 4, it's been a long time since seeing Lost Horizon. Well, you know what? Even though, you know, I think I will send you an invite when I do the thing just because I can. Jeff B says no stuff, but thanks. Okay, so then since this is a random stream, I don't want to go long because I still don't feel 100%. But two, I just wanted to present. This is going to sound goofy as heck, but I wanted to present my second favorite poem. My favorite poem's too long to do. Well, let me post from the live chat here. My new stream keeps showing that it's upcoming. I wonder what I need to do to get it to go. Go live, use template, create new live stream. Please wait. Why won't the template just play? I don't get it. I do not get it. All right, I'm going to give up. I give up. I'll probably have to close that down later, but I'll do that after the stream. So, my favorite short poem, and I know I'm weird. I like poetry. Sorry. Is the poem If by Rudyard Kipling. And I feel like this is what I've been going through my head for ever since they denied me the first time. I know that I have not lived up to this poem, but it's one of the standards that I try to hold myself to. So here it is. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a man, my son. That is two things I want to say about this. One is that was the last poem I read to my son. That's all I'm going to say about that. The second thing is, this poem was not introduced to me in an English lit course. This was introduced to me, not personally, but over the radio on an episode. Rush Limbaugh shared it. And I had kind of had my doubts about him before he shared this, but I got to tell you, for almost a decade after he did share this poem, I was one of his biggest fans. And I stopped being one of his biggest fans. I have my own reasons. It is what it is. But I still love the man. I miss the man. And again, I know I've said it till you're probably tired of me saying it, but I will forever be indebted to him for making me understand that the mainstream media is not our friends. Mikey Susie 4, Rudyard Kipling is Winnie the Pooh? He probably had some influence, but not that I'm aware of. Resla Germ, if YouTube were smart, they would let everyone monetize. 30% of next to nothing is still a lot across 10,000 channels. Yeah, no, I agree. And, to be blunt, I've found things where guests have said some not so very appropriate things, but it's really painful to think how I've tried so hard to be polite. I've tried so hard to be kind, but my channel is dangerous or whatever. Here, let me look up the term. I'll share it with you because I'm a big dodo head jerk. It's the same thing you've already seen if you've, watched it, but oh, yes, here it is. I will stop sharing that screen. I will start sharing this screen. And see, there it is, harmful content. And at this point, I'm just racking my brains trying to figure out what could it possibly be. I have edited, I've deleted. I have no idea what could possibly be left that's truly harmful, unless it's me saying, Orange Man isn't always bad. That's harmful content. See, now I can't repeat that statement, Mikey CZ4, because for all I know, that's harmful content. But I agree, Germ needs to start a movement. We'll put it that way, and get us all monetized. Jeff B thought G was Pooh Bear, and I mean, and you may not be wrong, Mikey. I just don't remember Kipling. I don't remember him having anything to do with Pooh, but he may have. Gorilla Censored Thoughts. What did I say this time? Gorillas, I really don't think it was you, but I maybe. I have had the bad habit of repeating everything that everybody says because I want to include everybody. It might be something as simple as that, Yes, Kipling is The Jungle Book. You are 100%. You nailed it. I wish I had a sound bite for you. But you, again, may be right because while I don't think he was the author of Winnie the Pooh, I could see him having some kind of influence on it. I really could. Mikey Suze 4 loves poetry, and we have Kimmy Kib. God bless, wonderful human being here. I missed you, but you know what? It's okay. Whatever, I'm just glad to see you at the moment. So God bless you, Kimmy Kib. Right there. I believe she does a little bit of creating herself, so please check her out. And then Curtis was banned. People saying hello to each other. Should I give Kimmy Kib a blue wrenchie? I should have put that up in the poll. Let me know if you want it. Kimmy, if you want it, I'll be happy to give it. But you know, you don't. I'm not going to like force it on you either. I don't know. That didn't sound right. Anyway, telling women you're not going to force a wrench on them, really? Yeah, no, that doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good at all. Definitely not. Counting Sheep has put aggressive tariffs on wrenches these days. You know, so I had some of my liberal friends finally show up here a while back. And I was thinking to myself, you know, I give wrenches to people who aren't nearly as close to me as these folks used to be. And then I was like, you know, yeah, but they could have come on here a long time ago, and they could have made comments, and they could have shared videos, and they could go on my Patreon and at least become free members. I mean, I don't know, something. But anyway, did I melt a snowflake? I didn't really melt a snowflake. I started this stream out just saying how I felt about a particular situation, and I tried to put it in such a way as to not call anybody out, although I do not doubt that the people, it's actually more than one person, the people involved likely, one, will hear it, and two, probably will not like it. And I hate that. I really do. But at the same time, look, I'm not trying to claim to be a tough man or a strong man or anything, but you have to lay out your boundaries. And, you know, sometimes people accidentally cross them, and that's okay. You know, I'm okay with the accidental, occasional crossings. It's when it starts to become consistent. And, you know, I put up with that for years with abusive parents. I put up with that for years with an abusive wife. And it's a delicate dance, because on one hand, you don't want to become the jerk. You know, you don't want to just, my boundaries are all that matters, and you could go get stuffed, you big poo-poo head. You don't want to go there, but at the same time, either you matter or you don't. And if you matter, then your boundaries should matter. And what the beginning of this stream is, I'm laying those boundaries out. And if you cannot respect them, then I respectfully ask, don't come to my show, or don't interact very much with it. If you can honor them, then absolutely, everybody's welcome. What else did I say? Counting Sheep needs a wrench. It is good to be seen and called sweetie. Sheep Uncensored. Yeah, why not Sheep Uncensored? Kimmy Kib is handy with a wrench. Not going to comment more on that. Gorilla Sense thought, urgent tip, do not use great value vegetable oil in a fryer. It boils over way easier than Crisco. I'm glad to know that. Would like to support people on Patreon, but they banned me? What? Wow. Okay. All right. I've never gotten banned from anything, although I suspect I will be soon, but that's okay. That's all good. That's all good. Certain things are worth getting the brand you're used to working with at Gorillas. Yes. And I guess Mikey Susie 4 Germ has been banned by Patreon. I don't know what to say. All right. Again, I don't have much prepared. Mainly I wanted to share some thoughts. I wanted to share that I'm starting another channel, and I want any respectful input into what you would like. I'm going to warn you on one thing. One, obviously the boundaries I talked about before will be for both channels, but also it'll be more milk toast. I probably will not say a single word on there about, Orange Man not bad. It'll just be the prominent thing we'll be talking about Northern Oklahoma and sharing videos of my dog. And, maybe the occasional poem or something. So, yes, YouTube says I'm dangerous. I don't know if you surely see it. I have harmful content, and I've gone through, I've deleted several videos. I've edited some to the bone so that I might as well have deleted them, because now you go on there and it's probably like, so please tell me about Orange Man. And some people are good and some people are bad. And that's, I don't know that I want to do that to this channel. If I cannot, I want this channel, it may not be quite Rumble cool, but I want it to be a place where, I did create a new stream, but it should be, sorry, I'm jumping back and forth. I did create a new stream on Rumble, but it should be right where you're at, John. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, I don't know. I will, even on this channel, be a little more careful, but I don't want to just bend over and, YouTube can just have its way with me either. Counting Sheep, once your new channel finishes showing us everything interesting about Oklahoma, what will you do for the second episode? I was thinking about basically talking about how bad Texas is. I don't know. This channel may morph into Curtis Selby Uncensored. Well, I still have the idea of basically having, if I can ever get Rumble figured out, I want to do the safe, tame stuff on YouTube and then go to Rumble is what I would like to do. Mike Sousa 4, thank you very much. Hit the like for me. I'm scooting to do another of his webcams. Okay. And I don't know. I will see if I can be on Gorilla's Cigar Lounge. I don't know. I want to be. I do. I might honestly just skip streaming and go to the Cigar Lounge. I don't know. I'll have to make up my mind. I hate making up my mind. That sucks. What am I doing? Oh, I'm doing this. DJ Ronnie G, another wonderful creator showing up here. Howdy, howdy. Entering a subway tunnel. Ooh. And Rizla Germ, did you add the new stream to StreamYard? If not, that would freeze it on Rumble. I see. That's okay. Okay. So, all right. I will basically just have a stream to delete later on Rumble. But the next time I will, because I was thinking that it would be less, I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. But it's good to know. I now know what I did wrong this time. So just in lieu of trying to have something worth you coming over other than me rambling and making a complete ass of myself, I am also going to share. I won't read the whole thing because it's way too damn long. But I wanted to share some things from one of my favorite essays. I know I'm a boring person. I like essays. Not so much modern stuff, but stuff from before the 1960s anyway, when everyone kind of went crazy. This is Ralph Waldo Emerson's Self-Reliance. I guess I will read this part. He quotes the epilogue to Beaumont and Fletcher's Honest Man's Fortune. Man is his own star, the soul that can render an honest and a perfect man, which I have failed to do, commands all light, all influence, all fate. Nothing to him falls early or too late. Our acts, our angels are, or good or ill, our fatal shadows that walk by us still. I'm going to skip down to this. There is a time in every man's education when he arrives at the conviction that envy is ignorance, that imitation is unaliving, because, YouTube won't let us say the real word, that he must take himself, for better, for worse, as his portion, that though the wide universe is full of good, No kernel of nourishing corn could come to him, but through his toil bestowed on that plot of ground which is given to him to till. The power which resides in him is new in nature, and none but he knows what that is which he can do, nor does he know until he has tried. Not for nothing one face, one character, one fact makes much impression on him or on another, none. This sculpture in the memory is not without pre-established harmony. The eye was placed where one ray should fall, that it might testify of that particular way. We but half express ourselves, and are ashamed of that divine idea which each of us represents. It may be safely trusted as proportionate and of good issues, so it be faithfully imparted. But God will not have his work made manifest by cowards. A man is relieved and happy, because the word has changed meaning, when he has put his heart into his work and done his best, but what he has said or done otherwise shall give him no peace. It is a deliverance which does not deliver. In the attempt, his genius deserts him. No muse befriends, no invention, no hope. Let me look at the chat before I go to the next paragraph. Gorilla Central Thoughts. I'm surprised you didn't get monetized. I mean, they monetized me after all. Your streams are way tamer than mine. And I don't mean to be like angsty toward you, but yeah, I'm a little bit baffled myself. We've had this talk on Troy Pacelli's channel that, you know, other people cuss more. And again, I'm not saying this to whine or to say that you're bad. I'm not meaning that at all. I'm just like, why is it? What, there's got to be something particular. Either that, or we have to accept that simply, truthfully, YouTube does not like questioning and does not like education. At least not from small channels. I am going to keep trying. Don't get me wrong. I just, I don't know. I'm trying to essentially process how I want to deal with this. And that's one of the reasons why I'm reading the essay, is I want some guidelines. And I think these are good guidelines for dealing with these kinds of challenges. We'll read like one more paragraph, one more page. I'll finish this page, and then we'll see how the poll went. And I'm frankly going to call it a stream because I'm still not at 100%. But I hope that this was worth your time and at least mildly entertaining. And if not, my apologies. I will try to make the next one better. Trust thyself. Every heart vibrates to that iron string. Accept the place the divine providence has found for you, the society of your contemporaries, the connection of events. Great men have always done so, and let's not forget great ladies. He did, but I'm not meaning to, and confided themselves childlike to the genius of their age, betraying their perception that the absolutely trustworthy was seated at their heart, working through their hands, predominating in all their being. And we are now men. Manly men in tights. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. And must accept in the highest mind the same transcendent destiny, and not minors and invalids in a protected corner, not cowards fleeing before revolution, but guides, redeemers, and benefactors, obeying the almighty effort and advancing on chaos and the dark. What pretty oracles nature yields us on this text in the face and behavior of children, babes, and even brutes. And I was thinking about Cassie when I read this line, that divided and rebel mind, that divided and rebel mind, that distrust of a sentiment because our arithmetic has computed the strength and means opposed to our purpose, these have not. Their mind being whole, their eye is as yet unconquered. And when we look in their faces, we are disconcerted. Infancy conforms to nobody. All conform to it, so that one babe commonly makes 4 or 5 out of the adults who prattle and play to it. So God has armed youth and puberty, which is not to be confused with puberty love. That's a different thing. And manhood no less with its own piquancy and charm, and made it enviable and gracious in its claims not to be put by if it will stand by itself. Do not think the youth has no force, because he cannot speak to you and me. Hark, in the next room, his voice is sufficiently clear and emphatic. It seems he knows how to speak to his contemporaries. Bashful or bold, then, he will know how to make us seniors very unnecessary. All right, not much, but hopefully enough to be worth your time. The 1,000 mark may be the key. YouTube, according to Resolute Germ, is harder on the 500 to 1,000 channels, and I don't doubt that you're right. Gorilla Center Thoughts. Can you all help correct a poll? Everyone keeps picking the wrong book. Mr. S does next, and it should be Superior Saturday. What does the poll look like right now? Ooh, it's still moving a little bit, so I'll give you all a little bit of time. Man, nobody wants the poetry of Rumi at all. Well, one of these days. 67% of you want to know about Tulsi finding proof of a. This is probably the bad information. The shall we say, controversy about an election, and then 22% want to know about my take on Disney. I don't often talk about it because, frankly, everybody and their dog does. And then 11% Bill Maher and the Winston Marshall video. So I will give you guys just a little bit more time, but it is looking right now like I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite people, Tulsi Gabbard, and whether or not she has found anything. And before I get too much further, I want to say greetings and salutations to thee, Sashi. Sashi wants us all to know that Disney, it's weird. I think that's what she's going to be remembered for right there. Gorilla Center Thoughts. Depends on which election. Double lot, 04, 16, 24 are all right to question, but 08, 12, and 20 are no-nos. Yes, sir. You are correct, and it kind of bugs me. But anyway. Let's see, once more into the breach. That's what I called this one because I could. We have 67% wanting to listen to stuff about Tulsi. I will take a look. I was going to, and for some reason I see what it did. So let's see. It's like a hour and 2 minute long thing. So I'm assuming that this video, I'm going to give just a tiny little prequel. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know if you guys can even hear that. Let's see, present. Let's see what this Vince guy has to say about Tulsi, just as a teaser.
About Here's Tulsi Gabbard talking about our election system, saying that these electronic voting machines, she's discovered classified information inside of the federal government showing that they are very vulnerable to manipulation. Take a look.
Got a long list of things that we're investigating. We have the best of the best going after this. Election integrity being one of them. We have evidence of how these electronic voting systems have been vulnerable to hackers for a very long time, and vulnerable to exploitation to manipulate the results of the votes being.
I'm sure this video is just demonetized anyway. But anyway, maybe the Democrats were right at the beginning. And that's always been my take. Either we have to listen to both sides on that issue, or both sides are full of crap. And just to shut me up, my liberal friends have always said to me, well, it means that the liberals were full of crap then, and so is Trump. But maybe not. This sounds like Galaxy Quest. John Ponterera, I did my best on Mrs. S. I must not know what you guys are talking about. There's a poll with Mrs. S. Mrs. S. Who's Mrs. S? There's Mrs. Dadman. I don't know. I couldn't vote for Tulsi. Might have been seen as favoritism because she's part Asian. Hey, if illegal aliens can vote, I think Sashi should be allowed to vote for Tulsi. What does everyone say there? So since I now understand that you're talking about a totally different poll, I'm going to end mine. We're going to talk about Tulsi, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's Thursday. Tulsi, stolen proof of stuff that YouTube will not like me talking about. So I will definitely have to get this Rumble thing figured out, because I can already tell this will be one I've got to divide up. Tulsi elections fraud. All right. And Sashi says, when I say vote, I mean in the poll. Don't want anybody thinking it's proof that there's foreign influence. Oh, we all know that there was no foreign influence whatsoever. Jeff B., the truth is usually somewhere in the middle. And usually, yes. That used to be the thing on this channel. And maybe my friend was right to say I was a big panderer, but I found that, how can I put this? While the truth is usually more in the middle, there were certain specific issues that one side did have more right than the other. Specifically being, there were lies being told about Orange Man that turned out to be lies. So, but yes, I do believe, ceteris paribus, the truth tends to be in the middle of two extremes. This is something that Aristotle taught, and while I don't know if it was exactly proven or disproven, it is something that I've always accepted as a truth. Not sure who Mrs. S is, just clicked on the link. Mrs. S is a teacher in Britain that does audio books. Gotcha. Sashi says YouTube is annoying my Asian mind with the poll percentages. It doesn't add up to 100%. Oh, I hate that. All right. I'll make y'all a deal. I'm going to make you a deal because I'm the deal maker. I'm the best deal maker that's ever been. And nobody makes better deals than I do. If Kimmy Kib and or the Counting Sheep show up for my next stream, they shall be awarded with a wrench, if they should want one. How does that sound? Is that an adequate bribe? Come to my stream and get wrenches. Resolute Germ. Ooh, good. Oh, this is well put anyway. The truth is not in the middle. It's somewhere far out of what people could imagine. There is likely something to that too. Wow. You guys are deep and far out. I love this community. I love everybody who has shown up. And just so that anybody knows, for what it is worth, I won't say that nobody in here has anything to do with what I was talking about earlier, but none of you are the people I'm talking about. So, good, bad, indifferent, I don't know. But I can be a coward for another day. I'm going to call it a stream. Let me put on the traditional soft prone music. There we go. That's the stuff. Resla you're saying the truth is out there. You got it. You got it. Let me thank everybody, promote everybody, and call it a stream. John Pontorero, one of these days, I don't know how I'm going to help you with it, but we're going to get you will be the next Mr. Beast. And I'll just be one of these dorks with maybe 1,000 subscribers saying, I remember him when he was just John Pontorero. Thank you very much, though, for all the things that you do, for all the streams, all the prayers, the follow-ups. You're a wonderful human being. Resla Germ, thank you very much. We're going to be doing Saturday morning cartoons together, mainly on his channel anyway. April the 26th. Mark your calendars because we're going to be doing the televised TV stuff of Fist of the North Star. And I don't know about you guys. I loved it. I hope you guys will too. And if you don't, well, I'll just hang my head in shame. Accounting Sheet. Howdy, howdy. One of the few people in the chat who absolutely knows what the heck I've been talking about, or at least knows 80% of it. God bless you, sir. I hope that life is going well for you. And I'm not meaning to take a side. I hope that's understood. It's just, I will talk to whoever I want to talk to. And I hope that's understood. Resolute Germ, I've already said hello to. Oh, and by the way, check out Accounting Sheep's repertoire of very hilarious songs. They are funny. Whereas mine are just kind of there. I don't have much. I have 2 songs, and they're, I don't know, I need some music to go with them. Jeff B., thank you very much for your support. You've been coming around for quite a while, and I'm so grateful for you. Mikey Sousa Ford, I'm also grateful for you. You're a wonderful human being. Thank you very much for your prayers, for content. You're streaming right now. So I suggest anyone who wants to go over there, or, I know Gorilla's probably doing something tonight. I know John Pontorero, Troy Pacelli is doing a movie tonight for members. There's lots of stuff to go to, and I want to give you guys a chance to go there. Gorilla Center Potts, Halen Well Met, another wonderful creator. Check him out. I'm most certain your streaming is something tonight, but he does his cigar lounges. He does his Walton's reviews. He did Firefly for way too short of a time, not because of him, but because there isn't enough Firefly. I hope I'm there when you do the movie. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Doobie-doo, Kimmy Kib, another wonderful human being. Check out her channel and her stuff. She's pretty spiffy keen. She listens to me say pointless, stupid, flirtatious things and doesn't block me. So, Who's left? I know there's at least one more, isn't there? Yes, indeed. Sashi, the man from the future. We love him even though he doesn't share the winning lottery ticket, but he does share incredible Malaysian recipes, which you can find on Mrs. Dadman Walking's channel. Please check that out. And, if any of you are beautiful women, you should come over here and cook some of them for me. That was when Curtis found himself banned. The truth is out there. Real some thoughts. Shashi, it doesn't do numbers, so it rounds up. Resla Germ, next Mr. Beast, minus the criminal charges. The minor technicalities. Me, I'll just be happy if I could just get monetized. That, I mean, I'd still have goals after that, but I would be quite happy for a while, like a month or 2 or 3. John Ponterer, meet in Chicago to see Kifness in May. Ooh, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it, but man, that would be so cool. All right, so at least over here, I'm going to keep some of my shtick, and part of my shtick is that it has been said that life is pain, and anyone trying to tell you otherwise is trying to sell something to you. And it's true, I'm trying to sell something to you. I'm trying to sell you on the idea that you are smart enough and virtuous enough, strong enough to run your own life. You do not need big governments or big corporations telling you how to run your life. Lastly of all, I would like you to know, in spite of the way it may seem, you're not going mad. You're going sane in a world gone mad. I thank you very much. Yeah, I love every one of you, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.